What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel today. We have a kind of a bit of a throwback video, I guess you could call it. We have an OBS truck here at the house. We just got to finish at the shop, and we're just putting some miles on it and making sure everything's good with it. This is our latest ZR1500 truck that we have made at Killer Performance. Basically, our ZR and ZL1500 trucks are kind of like what you see behind me, all in all the magazines. We kind of started doing these trucks about 5 years ago during COVID. And basically, we take a really low mile, really nice condition, 90s Chevy truck, 88 through 98 body style, regular cab short bed, and we take the frame off, powder coat it, coilover suspension, put an LT4 and LT5 with a 10-speed transmission in it, and basically make everything look new underneath the truck, underneath the hood, update it a lot, but keep the interior and the body pretty stock. This truck, however, came in. It was a 454 SS truck, and the customer wanted a custom interior in it. Not too custom, but custom enough. Wanted to leave the truck black. He had it painted before he sent it to us, and we pulled the 454 out of it, pulled the turbo 400, turbo 350, whatever those things came with, out of the truck, and we put in all of our new stuff. We just got the truck done a little while ago, and we'll go out and check it out right now and go for a drive. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to let you know whenever I post a new video. Here's the truck right here. As you see, got a really nice condition Chevy truck here. He did want these chrome torque thrusts on there, which I was kind of like, but they actually kind of look really good on the black with the big 16-inch little shop brakes on there. And we got the 14-inch little shop brakes on the back. And basically, this thing came in pretty much like it was exterior-wise. We did add bumper on the back and then put some factory taillights on it. But like I said, he had his paint work done himself back in Ohio. Added some clear corner lenses here. Just kind of cleaned up everything. Put some new headlights in it for him. But it was a really nice truck. It had about 70,000 original miles on it. I'll look inside here. And then we had the interior done at Classic Car Studio in St. Louis, and everything that you see is leather wrapped. He went with these seats, more of like a race style seat in it. The color of the interior is what I really like. I think it turned out nice. We got leather around the dash here. We got our Dakota digital gauge cluster. We got an LG billet shift lever here, which looks really nice on there, that black billet anodized. We got a billet specialty steering wheel, and we got our PCS shift paddles here. And this is one of Classic Car Studio's brand new center consoles. They think they're gonna start selling these and, you know, not even taking them there. Like, they will actually sell one and ship it to you in any color. But we go sit down in here. It's got an Apple wireless car charger on there. And I believe in here, yeah, we got some chargers here and a really nice glove box area. It actually looks very OEM. I'm not a big fan of aftermarket center consoles in these trucks, but this one actually looks really good and complements the interior very well. Got a suede headliner here, which looks really good. Even got suede down there in the door pockets, which is a nice little touch. And then this is a kicker head unit. This is more so a marine head unit that they put in boats, but it looks perfect in the 90s Chevy dashboards, which I really like that. Got a amp back there, stereo, got some speakers down there, so definitely has a better sound system than stock. But let's look under the hood. This is where the magic lies right here. Got a GM Performance Parts LT5 engine in here. We did go ahead and put a BTR Stage 2 camshaft in there. The engine already comes DOD deleted, so went ahead and just kind of put valve springs in it, push rods, changed the upper and lower pulleys on this truck with a Grip Tech unit. And then we got a ATI lower with a DSX outer on there. Custom intake, really tight fit here, so we had to actually make the throttle body go off and then do a turn there that way, just because of how tight everything was with the fans being right here and all that stuff. Got our auxiliary blower fluid tank here. So this is all the coolant that goes in the blower. And then we also have a catch can kind of made into that as well. So it's a catch can and auxiliary tank, kind of cleans everything up a little bit. Factory AC, we got all that working in here. So it's got air conditioning, got a radiator overflow, and then one of our custom radiator shrouds here, which kind of cleans up the look a lot of the engine bay. Got a Wagner drive kit here. This is a basically LT4, LT5 drive kit. Obviously you have a different in ribs on the LT5 versus LT4. And then we got some Ultimate Racing headers on this. This is some of their brand new headers that they just came out with. You can kind of see them there. Really nice headers. They got 2-inch primaries and 3-inch collectors on there. So looks really good. This customer here, we ended up going with the Little Shop upgraded Brake Master cylinder to go with these big brakes here. 454 SS radiator, it's just a brand new one. And then we got some LMC truck fans, which I think look really clean on there and complete the look. Back here, you got some heat exchangers, transmission coolers, all that stuff to keep this thing going. This truck made 800 horsepower to the tire. Yes, 800 horsepower. And we do have some Nitto drag radials on the back and some Nitto 555 G2s in the front. Look how cool that red interior looks with this black. Then when you look under here, we have QA1 shocks, coilover suspension. We got a custom 3-inch exhaust. Much so, same as the front, we have some coilover shocks up here on the front, which look really good. That's enough, guys. Let's take this thing out for a drive, and I'll show you guys just how good this thing drives. We have not got this thing aligned yet. That's the last thing we got to do this. So the steering wheel is going to be a little off, but it still drives pretty straight. Hopefully tomorrow we can get this thing aligned and then back to the customer. I'll go ahead and fire it up here. Everybody, we're in the ZR1500 LT5 1990 Chevy truck here. We're gonna take this thing around the block and show you guys how good this thing drives. Got the AC pumping right now. 100-degree day outside today. It's been warm. The exhaust on the truck is a custom 3-inch exhaust off the headers with a Borla XS muffler. Sounds really good. Got a real low tone sound at cruising, but when you go wide open throttle, it gets loud and sounds incredible. Basically going to take a lot of the same route that we did on the 99 Camaro test drive that we did the other day. If you haven't watched that video, I showed you guys my 99 Camaro SS with 5,000 original miles on it. It's a Hugger orange car, white leather interior. Really cool video, check it out. It's my upload right before this one. And then don't worry guys, got lots of boat content I'm actually going to be filming and uploading here in the next week. We're going to be going down to Lake of the Ozarks again this weekend for a Fountain Donzi fun run. And we got invited to go on a couple very, I would say, famous to the Lake of the Ozark boats, speed boats. And we're going to get some really cool footage for you guys from on those boats. The Nitto drag radials really do a really good job, especially on this truck. For whatever reason, these trucks work really good on the Nitto drag radials. They have for years. Back in the day when we used to film the Red Dragon, Red OBS truck videos, that truck was on a Nitto 555 most of those videos. So pretty amazing what the tire can do, especially on a truck. I don't know what it is. They just really like the trucks. Got some weather coming into Kansas City this evening, so got to get this thing back and get it put in the garage. And then it's supposed to be nice again tomorrow morning. So I think the thing I like most about these ZR1500, ZL1500 builds is that you still get the same feel of the old truck, but when it comes to driving the truck, when it comes to power, you get the feeling of a brand new like ZL1 Camaro with the 10-speed in it, or you know an LT5 ZR1 Corvette, you know 2019 ZR1. It's got that same power delivery, which is really cool, and that's probably what I like most about it. You get that nostalgic feel driving it, but you don't get the nostalgic feel when you press the gas pedal. And to me, you know, I grew up with these trucks, so to get inside of one and be able to feel like, you know, you went back 30 years in time, but still have today's latest technology as far as speed goes. You get a Corvette that pulls up next to you, he's going to get the dust, because this truck will absolutely outrun most of the things on the street that pull up next to you. Another cool thing about these trucks, you can take them to car shows, you can drive them across country. We have one of the first ZR1500 trucks I put on the channel a couple weeks ago that came back to us. It's got 10,000 miles on it. So the guys that we have been building these things for, a couple of them have been driving them, putting some miles on them. So that's a really good thing to see and get some feedback. And the truck that came back to us, the red ZR1500, it was in absolutely great shape. We updated some things on there, things that we've learned over the years since we built that second truck ever. So we did all that stuff to it, and it's about ready to go back to the current owner. One cool thing about this thing also is it does have a upgraded stereo in there. I would play it for you guys, but YouTube will demonetize my channel if I put some actual music on there. But it sounds really good. Got an amp in here, got speakers up front, speakers in the side, got a sub in it, so you get a good stereo system as well. That's what I like. You can Bluetooth your phone to it. No cassette player in this. It's all gone. No CD player. All that stuff is gone. All old technology. But you still have the feeling here of an old Chevy truck. The interior is custom. It has been redone, but it's not overdone. And that's why we like using Classic Car Studio to do the interiors, because they get it. They know exactly what we want. Now on this one, we did change the seats. Normally we try to keep a factory seat in it, just reupholster, but the owner that has this truck that had us build it wanted these seats for it, and that's why it does have these different seats in it. Maybe get a little bit of room here, hammer down. Basically doing a giant loop from my house. We go all the way down, go down about 3 miles, and then hit the highway, and then come right back, and then we'll go right back into my neighborhood. Nice little test drive that I do with a lot of people that, you know, if I sell a car or something, I usually take them on this route. You kind of get a little bit of all the driving. You get stop and go, you get cruising speeds, and you get some highway in there as well. A lot of people ask us, how long does it take to build one of these trucks? Well, if we have all the parts and the truck does not need body work, paint work, or anything on that level, we can usually build one of these trucks start to finish in about 2 to 2.5 months at the shop, which is a pretty good turnaround time considering, you know, a lot of builds that I personally had done, they have taken way longer than that with a lot less done. So we're pretty proud to be able to pump these trucks out. we pretty much know the recipe by now. I believe this is our number, I think this is number 8 that we've built so far. So we've definitely done a few of them. And we have one currently in paint right now. Once we get it out of paint, it'll be ready to get built. And it looks like, unfortunately, they tore out our on-ramp to get on the highway in the last couple days since we filmed the Camaro video. Unbelievable. All right, so we're gonna have to go down the highway and exit and then come back around. So a little bit more highway driving, I guess. This storm is creeping up quick. If you want them to. I mean, they just, yeah, it's very responsive on the steering, feels very good. Yeah, you can't really see the storm behind me, but I'll get on my camera phone here so you guys can see what I'm dealing with. So we're like right on the edge of this storm. It's crazy. But we're not too far from home. I think we'll be fine to get back to the house and get this thing back in the garage. Like I said, yeah, the steering wheel's crooked, but it still drives straight. So we just need to get it aligned tomorrow, get all that fixed. Last thing. We do run a stock torque converter in this 10L90. This is not a 10L80E transmission. It's actually a 10L90 out of a ZL1 Camaro. So we use the stock torque converter. It seems to work really well with the BTR Stage 2 cam. And being a PD blower, you kind of actually like having that stock torque converter, especially with the 10-speed transmission. Looks like a lot of other people are running into the same problem we just ran into. They came down that road there and realized that that exit was closed. It was not closed just a few days ago, so oh well, no big deal. If you guys want to look at some of the other trucks that we built, you can go on our Instagram, Killer Performance, and then our Facebook page, Killer Performance as well. Also, my personal Instagram is JustinKeith_KP for Killer Performance. Go on there. I got a lot of pictures and reels and stuff of these trucks that we built over the years. So if you want more videos, check them out. We also have a lot of them on our channel. We have full build videos. I got one build that's start to finish all on one video. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. Just look back a few years back and you'll find all those videos. I give you basically the recipe of what we do to build these trucks. Also cost. A lot of people ask, you know, what the cost is. These things are not cheap to build. We use nothing but the best of the best parts on these things. This build in particular right here with the LT5, as you know, the LT5s are expensive. You can't buy them from GM anymore. So you pay a pretty premium to find an LT5 engine. We use all new parts here. This particular build right here with the interior job is going to cost somewhere one in the neighborhood of around $140,000 to $150,000 start to finish. Interior is done at Classic Car Studio. Their interior jobs range from $20,000 to $30,000. So that's kind of what you'd be looking at. And then our build itself, an LT4 build, ZL1500 build, usually retails around $105,000 to $110,000. And then when you jump up to the LT5, it adds about $25,000 more onto the build. So kind of gives you an idea of where everything's at. Though, and it actually hooks up and goes, making that much horsepower. There's a C8 Corvette up here. He's hitting the brakes. Like, what the heck is that? But right now we're cruising 70 miles an hour, and we're at 1,700 RPMs on the transmission, so you can set and cruise this thing coast to coast if you want to. Got the AC cranked. Have the stereo blaring once the cameras are off, and just a really good cruising truck. And this truck does have solid engine mounts, solid trans mount. All the suspension's pretty solid mounted stuff. So, you know, they're not only are they built to be a resto mod, I call them, but they're built to perform, and that's what we're really happy with on these trucks. And we did. We beat the storms back. Look at that wall cloud there. Damn. Pulled in here and get a good thumbnail picture for the YouTubes. That will do it for today's episode, though. Hope you all enjoyed a little bit of that OBS truck content. I know we haven't posted any of that for a while, so next video is going to be back on the lake. Like and subscribe the video, and we'll see you next time.